Does size actually matter? Well, we'll find out in today's video when we go over the best players at every height in Major League Baseball. Size certainly doesn't matter to our first player. Standing at just 5'6", Jose Altuve has honestly stood tall when it comes to second baseman. He's been a world champion, won 3 batting titles, along with winning 6 Silver Sluggers. Altuve sure knows how to swing that big stick of his. Up next, coming in at a whopping 5'7", I've got starting pitcher Marcus Stroman. Stroman's been a solid number 3 or 4 starter for most of his career, racking up 87 career wins, a 3.72 ERA, with a whip at 1.27 and an ERA plus at 1.13. He's certainly not going to be the ace of your staff, but he's going to give you quality starts and a good chance at getting the victory. At 5'8", I've got a veteran all-star and spark plug Ozzie Albies. Albies can quite literally do it all. He hits bombs, steals bases, and doesn't strike out that much. He leaves a lot to be desired though when it comes to fielding, with a -2 OAA last year. But all in all, Albies has a solid bat, can hit you some home runs, and leads off for a dynamic Braves offense. Cracking the 5'9" mark, I've got 2 amazing players who I literally couldn't decide on. So I've got Jose Ramirez and Dodgers superstar Mookie Betts. Honestly, what more can be said about Mookie Betts? He's a former MVP who can play Gold Glove defense in the outfield and is so damn good he can play second base and also shortstop. Mookie is an absolute stud, and he just led the Dodgers to another World Series victory. I also had to put Jose Ramirez here because he's just so good with the bat. He's definitely not on Mookie's level defensively, but when you can consistently hit 30 bombs and steal over 30 bases in a season, you've got to be on this list. Jose Ramirez is just so good. At 5'10", I've got the young star out in Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Carroll broke baseball in 2023, winning the Rookie of the Year while hitting 25 home runs and stealing 54 bases. He's the first rookie ever to accomplish that feat. He had a down year here in 2024, but still managed to finish the year with a 3.4 B WAR. Personally, I really like Corbin Carroll, and at just 24 years old, I think he's going to tear up the National League for years to come. Now at 5'11", I've got 2 studs in Jazz Chisholm and Francisco Lindor. Starting it off, Jazz absolutely killed it in New York this season, hitting 11 bombs with a 325 on base and a 500 slugging, giving him an OPS of 825. Jazz combines his speed with his bat, which at Yankee Stadium unlocked his power potential. Look for Jazz to play some sweet music in the Big Apple. We go from the Big Apple to Queens with Francisco Lindor. Lindor honestly needs no intro as he's an elite hitter, defender, and a plus base stealer. Yet again, lighting it up this last season, almost going 30-30, with 33 home runs and stealing 29 bases. In my opinion, Lindor is a top 3 shortstop in MLB right now, and he continues to show that year in and year out. We finally hit the 6-foot mark, and measuring up is Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna is the very definition of elite. Coming off a historic 2023 season, which saw him become the first ever 40-70 player in MLB history with 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases. But unfortunately, he got hurt this season, tearing his ACL. Despite all of that though, Acuna when healthy is a top 10 player in all of baseball. I'm hopeful though he can come back strong and healthy in 2025. Coming up next at 6'1", we have the next great shortstop in all of baseball, and that's Royals player Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt broke out in 2023, hitting 30 homers while stealing a staggering 49 bases. But he topped that this past season, winning a batting title and a Gold Glove. The Royals have a franchise cornerstone in Bobby Witt Jr., and he might very well be an MVP candidate again going into 2025. This next superstar led the Yankees to a World Series appearance this season. Coming in at 6'2", I've got Juan Soto. Soto this year teamed up with MVP Aaron Judge and completely went off. Soto this season hit .288 with a .419 on base and a .569 slugging with an OPS at .989. Soto is an absolute stud who's currently a free agent. With his combination of elite on-base skills and elite bat, it wouldn't shock me if Soto got a contract north of $600 million. Juan Soto is just so good. Walking tall at 6'3", I've got to go with Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis is the definition of electric, combining swagger with an elite glove and a powerful bat. Tatis was injured though this year, only playing in 104 games, but still hit 21 homers and stole 11 bases. Not the best year in my opinion, but if he can go back to his prescription pills, I can see him once again being a potential 30-30 player. We're getting into some elite company now, and next at 6'4", I've got the great Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani is the best player currently on the entire planet. A fixture at DH this season, Shohei Ohtani broke baseball and became the only player ever to hit 50 homers and steal 50 bases. Truly unreal. He's easily going to win another MVP award, and next season could be even better if he pitches again. Shohei is the GOAT of baseball. And now at 6'5", I've got Shohei's teammate, Freddie Freeman. Freeman literally carried the Dodgers on his back this postseason and led the Dodgers to a World Series championship. For his career, he's hitting .300 with a .387 on base and a slugging at .512, giving him a career OPS plus of 142. Freddie Freeman has been one of the best players of this generation and is easily a future Hall of Famer. Standing in another stratosphere, we have the dominant lefty Chris Sale standing at 6'6". Sale is an elite strikeout pitcher and has been for years. Signing with the Braves this past offseason, he had an unbelievable year, posting an 18-3 record with a 2.38 ERA and 225 strikeouts. Chris Sale will easily cruise to a Cy Young Award this year, and with a few more good seasons ahead, could be in Cooperstown after he retires. This next beast stands at a ridiculous height of 6'7", and that would be Aaron Judge. Judge is in a league of his own and in 2024 put up video game numbers. Judge hit 58 home runs while driving in 144 runs. But even more crazy was his slash line, sitting at .458 for his on base, a .701 slugging, and an absolutely insane OPS of 1159. But just wait though, it gets even crazier. He also had an OPS plus of 223 and a B-WAR at 10.8. Judge is just not from this planet. In my opinion, Judge is the next best player after Ohtani, and it's not even close. And if you thought 6'7" was tall, Tyler Glasnow stands at an insane 6'8". Tyler Glasnow has always been an injury risk, but there's no doubt about how talented he is. This past year with the Dodgers, he pitched a career high in innings at 134. He also had his same blazing fastball and curveball, which helped him rack up 168 strikeouts. Glasnow is a freak of nature, and I'm still wondering, is that really him in Peaky Blinders? Or is that Cillian Murphy? The world may never know.
The world may never know.